What exceeds riches and fame? Well, two interesting characters are going to show us the way as we examine two interesting aspects about them as they go about a portion of their lives in Notting Hill.
Oh, shit! Bugger!
God!
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
What makes this couple a great matchup for a story? Well, as Hugh's character William explains, they are worlds apart. And having them so far apart, it makes for great contrast and intrigue. This kind of differences make for great funny scenes. It shows that opposites can attract, and for the sake of story, it keeps them apart. It creates an obstacle for them to overcome, hence creating a compelling story. But why are the characters so likeable? Well, Hugh's character William lives in a humble home, nothing fancy, and, well, his wife left him for a Harrison Ford lookalike. So he's battered and bruised, and we have this empathy for him. And he has an eccentric friend.
Something wrong with this yogurt?
It's mayonnaise.
Another aspect that makes Hugh so likeable is that he works for a passion. He has an interesting job. Now, if you write on a story, it can be beneficial to give your protagonist an interesting, compelling job.
I tell you
because
what,
we're all more drawn to someone who works for a passion
what can I say if I'm
rather
wrong
than
about
someone who just works for the big bucks.
Scenario, I really apologise.
Julia,
Sorry about
or Anna, as shown here, is quite the opposite. She's smart and suave,
Now I've changed my mind.
and she holds no punches.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Can I have your autograph? What does it say?
That's my signature, and above it says, "Dear Rufus, you belong in jail."
Good one.
Now, having them as a vastly different couple, which makes for a great scene, is this classic scene where we see
shall
Anna
I?
quite sophisticated and William quite awkward. Makes for a very funny scene that draws you right
The
in.
film's great, and I just was wondering whether you ever thought of having more horses in it.
Well, we would have liked to, but it was difficult, obviously being set in space.
And as he's going to make a move, you can see there's different worlds. Her fame and riches is still just keeping them apart. This obstacle to
For
overcome.
the kissing thing. I
You need to have that in your
seriously don't know
story.
What came over me, and
Otherwise,
I
there
just
is no
wanted to make
story.
sure that you were fine about it.
Yeah.
But in the end, these great characters, through the story, they bring out the theme. So if you're writing a tale, you never let your theme dominate. You always have the story dominate and let it bring through the theme. And as we see here towards the end, William thinks that her fame is just too much for him to deal with.
Once again, cast aside as I would absolutely expect to be. I live in Notting Hill, you live in Beverly Hills. Everyone in the world knows who you are. My name.
But Anna will show us all what really does exceed riches and fame, and that is the ordinary happiness between the love of a girl and a boy.
The fame thing isn't really real, you know. And don't forget, I'm also just a girl standing in front of a boy, asking him to love her.